Hi, hello, welcome. It's been a while. If you've never watched one of my videos before, hi, I'm Victor. I make art and fursuits and stuff. And if you've watched my videos before and wondered where I've been for like the past 9 months, oh, it's only been 7 months. I had some stuff going on. I'm gonna talk a bit more about that later on. Sorry for taking so long. I know a lot of you are waiting for like another fursuit making video. I am working on it. I can't really promise when that's coming though. Life's just a lot, and honestly, all the attention on my last fursuit making video is making me kind of nervous to make another one, because what if now you don't like it? What if Fungshu was my peak? That's Fungshu. Anyway, I was thinking, instead of not posting at all, I could make like a bit more chill and easy video. I've seen like a few people make things to do with your OC videos, and I've had a few projects that I wanted to do with my Fursona or like as gifts for other people, so I'm gonna make it of like their Fursonas. So I thought, let's just make one of those videos and I take you along for like the crafts I want to make, and also this motivated me to like actually make those crafts. So I'm not really like a tutorial type of guy. I'm just kind of showing you what I'm doing. All of the things I'm making you can totally do for like humanoid OCs. It just like, specifically I'm like more attached to my furry OCs, especially my Fursona. So that's why this is like very furry dominant, but you could totally make it of a humanoid OCs or like as fan art. I don't care if you make anything inspired, but what I'm making I would absolutely love for you to show me. You can like, I don't know, DM me on Instagram, or I would absolutely love to like see what you're making. So please show me your art. I want to see. I'm gonna put timestamps in case you want to like jump around between the things I'm making. Let's start. Okay, so I've made a few phone charms before. I'm gonna make one of my best friend's Fursona pickle today. I've made like a very rough sketch and I color it just so I know what like different colors I need, and so I can plan on like how to layer it. You don't have to do this. I feel like you could totally draw it by hand. I just like having multiple of the same one, because that way it's like easier to cut apart all the pieces. Then obviously need some felt. I just have like some cheap felt. I don't even know where I got it from. Purple. If you haven't seen my Your Ferns vlog, I've made a fursuit of this character, which was really fun. I mean, we could do like this, right? That's fun. I'm gonna start with like the backing, so I'm just gonna cut one out. Obviously you can do like a double-sided design. I'm not gonna do that, but for this one I think I'm gonna make the backside red. Yeah, I'm making this charm as a 7-year anniversary gift. We met 7 years ago in a psych ward, where it was like one of the rules that you're not allowed to make any friends. And now it's been 7 years. You have to kind of think of this in like layers. Like you have to decide how you want to layer this. For me, I'm gonna do the purple as like the front base layer, and then like the red on top and the yellow and the green on top. I'm gonna make this one like a pretty simple design. I have made charms before where I had like 3D effects. I made one of like my boyfriend's favorite Pokemon. I don't remember what the Pokemon is called. I've never really been into Pokemon. And the like side pieces were like 3D, so you can totally do stuff like that. You just kind of have to think about how you want to layer them, especially because some of the face markings had to go over the seams of where the 3D effect started, so you have to kind of plan ahead for that. For the details, I'm just gonna cut them out. I always double my thread when I'm hand sewing, because that's just how I learned to hand sew. Especially for these, I think it makes a lot of sense because it gives the thread like a good thickness. I think embroidery thread is like too thick, but if you double your thread, it's really nice. And it's more stable that way too. For now, I'm only sewing everything on that's like not on the outside edge, because we have to go over that anyway, and I don't want to double the seam. Like even on these, I left the outside open. I just sewed them on where like the wet goes over it. You can totally decide how do you want to like sew them on. I do like with felt charms how handmade they look, so I like to have some visible schemes. I think that's kind of the charm of it. I think you could also totally like glue the pieces on, but I like the sewing aspect. But you could totally also just like glue it. For this one, for example, I made the base color purple because that's the fur color, and like the head and the collar are like accessories that the character is wearing, so that's why I'm layering the red over the purple. Jesus, I have a really nasty name. Coughs really nastily. Sorry, I dropped my phone. I didn't feel like picking it up until now. As you can see, I like embroidered on the mouth. The collar, it's like supposed to be 2 colors, so I wanted to make like the underside. I wanted to make that darker, but I don't have a felt, so I'm just gonna embroider that on too and use like a slightly darker thread. I don't know if you can see that, but I drew it on very, very lightly with pencil. There we go. The only thing I'm gonna do to the bag is putting on like a bit of a strap, so you can put on like a keychain if you want to. I'm gonna take like a piece and then like fold it, so it's like this, and then fold it over, and then sew it together. I'm gonna fold it like this, and then sew it on like this. This way the like raw edge is on the inside, if that makes sense, so it looks cleaner. Now put these together. Right, now all the edges I'm gonna sew in like a blanket stitch. If you're a fursuit maker, you're gonna be very familiar with this. Blanket stitches are very secure, and also I think they look nice. It's pretty simple. All you gotta do is through both fabrics, in this case 3 fabrics, and then pull it, and then go through this loop again. So you're basically making like a small knot with every stitch, and that way you have like this line right here, and I think it looks really nice. You can also put your needle through, and then take the bit that's like coming out of the fabric and just like loop it around the tip of the needle, and then pull that through. It's like both the same thing basically. Here's like a fun bit of lore for you. When I was like in 2nd grade, I think, I used to go to like my art classroom, my breaks in school, and our art teacher sometimes let us do like arts and crafts in there in the breaks. Sometimes she would let us sew in there, and she taught me how to do a blanket stitch, and I thought it was so pretty. Like I really liked how the edge looks, that I made like a bag where I did like the entire, like I didn't do it on the wrong side and then turned it like right side out. I just blanket stitched the entire thing because I wanted the stitching to be on the outside. Also, I think I was so young I didn't even know that like sewing your things wrong side out and then turning them was even a thing. But I sewed it all with a blanket stitch, and then I proudly wore that bag to school until it started falling apart. Yeah, I always really liked that stitch, and I think it's kind of funny because now that I make fursuits, that's like the hand sewing stitch I do most often. Right, I'm just gonna blanket stitch all the edges now. I'm gonna color match everything, and these like little parts I haven't done yet, I'm just gonna do while I do the edge because they're all on the edge anyway. Right, it's done. This took like, I think, a bit over 4 hours. I think turned out really fun. This is like awesome as a gift. I've made quite a few of them, and I haven't made a single one for myself. I have a bit of like a random project. Didn't really plan on putting this in the video. I usually use this Apple coin purse as my wallet, but it's kind of impractical and it's kind of big, and like a lot of the time I don't have a bag with me, so I made like a little felt card holder. I just have like banking card and like my ID in here and some stickers. Yeah, I guess this is kind of like Hongshu inspired because it's like his colors. Yeah, and I made this a few days ago, and my partner saw this and asked me to make them one too. I made one that like matches their Fursona. I thought they were kind of fun. I made like a bunch more. I'm gonna sell these. And I was thinking, since I already recorded like the felt charm for this project, I could also show you how I made these, because it's really, really simple, and you know, it's not really like a Fursona related thing, but you can totally make one that's like kind of inspired by your Fursona. You can obviously like also embroider on these or like combine this with the felt charm. So I made like a little pattern. You cut a 17 by 9.5 square, and then you just like fold it in half and cut like this at an angle. From like the bottom you go up 2 centimeters and fold it. I'm gonna put up the measurements up here. And then you need 2 colors. You can obviously also do this with only 1 color. You have like an outside color, the purple on this one, and you have an inside color. So you take your pattern, and the outside one has to be smaller, and you fold the folded piece over. For the inside, you use the entire thing. And we just cut those out. Now I'm putting the smaller one over the bigger one. Leave like a little bit of room up here. This is completely just decorative. You don't have to do this. I think it looks kind of fun though. And I clip that. You can totally measure this by just like putting a business card in here, or like, you know, one of your cards. Going up like this. It's exactly 5. And then you fold the other piece, so this one's like a bit shorter. I'm gonna move this pin so it like pins both of them. Right, I go in like between the layers just to hide my knot. I go in there, and then you just blanket stitch that again. I sewed up the entire side and stopped where the top layer stops. Now I'm just gonna straight stitch, I guess. Honestly, I'm not sure what it's called. And now I'm just gonna go down again and blanket stitch the rest of it. I found that once you've reached the end, you can just put your needle through and pull it out. And you can like turn this corner and then just tie your knot in there. Now take a button. I didn't have like buttons in the right colors, so I just took some white buttons and painted them. Now, for the buttonhole, I go like across here, cut like a slit. Now, you guessed it, we use a blanket stitch again. I think this is like actually what you're kind of supposed to use a blanket stitch for. I'm honestly not the best like finishing buttonholes. I feel like they could be a lot cleaner. Here's like all the ones I've made. Again, if you do make one of these, I would love to see, especially if you base it off your Fursona, I would love to see that. I've been recording for exactly 30 minutes and I've been explaining what I'm doing, so this is like another 30 minutes craft. And you know, what you get out of it is really practical. Something else I've been really enjoying doing is making like reaction pics, like digital stickers of my Fursona. I think this is very common in the furry fandom. You know, we all have like our favorite stickers or memes or reaction pics we use, especially in like private chats with friends. Yeah, and like I have a lot of them I use a lot. I have a lot of favorite ones, and sometime last year I just like started redrawing them as my Fursona Hongshu, and they turned out really fun, and I've made a lot of like my Fursona because a lot of people really like them. I started taking commissions for them. This is like a very unsubtle plug for my commissions. You totally don't have to commission me for these. You can obviously just like redraw your favorite reaction pics as your Fursona. The ones I make are like intentionally kind of shitty, that way I can make the commissions for like really cheap. So yeah, over the past, oh god, I think like 7 or 8 months, I've been offering them as commissions, and it's also really fun for me to like, when I'm like texting friends and they use the ones they commissioned that I made of their Fursona. That's really fun. Either DM me on Instagram if you're interested, or like draw your own and like show me. If you've watched like my last video, you probably have seen some of them before because I sometimes use them on like the voiceover bits because I think they're really fun, and I have like a wide variety of them. I mean, I keep making more because they're really fun to make. I think you can also, if you have a printer, you can totally like make these into actual physical stickers. If these, if you ever see me at a con and you ask me for a sticker trade, I'm probably give you like one of my really shitty reaction pic stickers because I think they're really funny and people usually like them. Where the fuck did I put them though? I don't know. Anyway, I have some in here because I always carry stickers on me because of course there's some random things in here. Some random ones I've made. Oh, I also have some One Piece stickers in here. You never know when you might need some One Piece stickers. Anyway, yeah, they're really fun for trading, or just like, I don't know, not that I would ever like sticker them somewhere where I'm not supposed to sticker them. I would never do that, obviously. I also have this one, because he's kinda stupid. I also have a sticker from my tattoo artist, and I have some second skin from my tattoo artist. This sticker, I don't even know where I got that from. Ooh, I also have these. There's like way more stickers than money's in here, I can't even lie to you. Ooh, kitty cats. And also some like political stickers, because of course. Anyway, not the point. Not at all the point, I'm sorry. I'm not sure why, but I never really finished the sticker section. I got distracted by showing you what's in my wallet and then just started talking about something else. So I'm sorry. I think in general it's really fun to make these. You can totally just like draw over your favorite memes. Obviously don't trace or steal like other people's art, but like most of reaction pics are like, you know, just like memes and pictures, and I think it's totally fine to like draw over those and just make them your own. And like I said, if you want to like get a laugh out of the people who you're sticker trading with at like cons or meetups, these are great for that. People always think they're really funny. It's kind of fun to have them on you. Alright, so I want to make one of those paper dangly dolls, and I looked up tutorials. I think I understand like the basic setup, but I went to look for inspiration and I found a video by Ghost Like Bugs, and I really like these proportions. This is the user. They made like a tutorial for it, so I'm gonna make a doll that's like very similar to these proportions, so like credit to them for that. Actually, it's been like a week since I looked at the tutorial and I'm just gonna wing it, so like I'm gonna link the tutorial. They probably do like a better job at explaining it. I drew out like the body and I separated it. Oh, actually I didn't, I'm a big fat liar. I separated all the pieces I want to be moving from this. Excuse me. Here's all the separated pieces. I think this is how they had it in the TikTok. I don't fully remember, but I'm just gonna do it like this. I think it's fine. I could totally like digitalize this and just print out all the pieces like already colored in, but I kind of want to either color them like with acrylic pens or with like pencils. Maybe like 20 centimeters plus tail. Yeah, I think that's good. My printer is slowly giving up. So let's see. This is great. This is awesome. You can see so much. Now you know it's great. I love having like a really expensive printer that's like usually able to print like really high quality prints and like print all my stickers, but it just doesn't work. There we go. I bought some 300 grams paper, like photo paper, that's like really nice quality. Too thick, like my printer can't print on that. And I think it's gonna be perfect. Okay, so because my paper is so thick, I'm just gonna lay like the printed paper on top and then draw the outlines with a pencil so it like pushes through on the paper. Can you see that? I feel like this is like preschool level type of crafting. I think this is a very great idea. Also, I don't know why I'm not showing you this. Look at this. What do we want him to give him some claws? Oh yes, we do. I also have to leave in like an hour because I'm going to the movie theater with my friend. Right, this is the eye. Just little spots. Yeah. And then here's like this thing. I do have to say, I didn't expect my like Hongshu fursuit making video to blow up, but I'm very glad it did, because it's very exciting how much love he has been getting and how many people like his design, which makes me very happy because I am very obsessed with him and like his design, and like I had a different Fursona before him, but I became so obsessed with him that he's my main Fursona now. I don't think you can even see what I'm doing, can you? Probably not. I'm like not even drawing on the paper, I'm just like indenting it. I'm very sorry it disappeared for so long. I had a lot of health issues over the past few, well, months. Basically, since my last video came out, I've been having a lot of health issues, which some of them made me like unable to draw. Do I need my Fursona's reference? What does his body look like? I think I remember. Some of the issues I had made me like completely unable to draw for months, and even now it's kind of difficult. I have like some issues with my hands. Yeah, so I was like basically unable to work on anything. ever since my last video came out, which has been very annoying. Where's my reference? Oh, I can drink this out. So I kind of disappeared for a while. I've been, I'm trying to work on like more fursuits. I have to be so honest, but like the attention my Hongshu fursuit making video got, like as much as I appreciate it, now I kind of feel the pressure of like my next fursuit has to be like really good, you know, because now I know that like some people are gonna see it, and that's kind of stressing me out. I don't know, and also I don't really have a deadline right now for the suit I'm working on, so I just don't work on it because it's how my brain works. What does a tail look like? Where is this tail? I could totally look at this reference, but I don't wanna. Purple, pink, blue, green. I'm not gonna remember that. Oh god, I do need to look at this reference. Park. In my defense, I have a very detailed Fursona. Oh yeah, I'm hoping, because I'm planning to participate in Art Fight, please follow my Art Fight, and if you like, would like to draw any of my characters, yeah, if you do want to attack me, my user is ViktorClawthorne on like everything. I'm probably gonna be like kind of busy this July, especially last year I drew like so much. I'm probably not gonna be able to draw that much this year, but I do hope that I'm gonna be able to make like a Art Fight video about it. I'm gonna have to walk my dog in half an hour. So I have this colors key. I'm using Arctic acrylic markers. I wouldn't recommend them. I've had them for like years, a while after I bought them. Arctic's actually, they used AI and like for the ads, so I wouldn't recommend them, but I have them, so I'm gonna use them. Don't remember the tail colors. I just looked at the tail for reference. I need to look at the tail again. Give me a second. Purple, pink, green, and there's like blue in there somewhere. Where's my iPad? Nobody knows. Please tell me if my head is in frame, okay? Let's start with green. Ew, it makes kind of really nasty noises. make this a lineless design, but honestly with how complicated my Fursona's design is, and because I didn't add any shading, I think it makes more sense to add some outlines. So I did that, and now I'm just coloring the sides of the paper, which is a bit overkill, but I think it's just gonna look better. Right, now I'm gonna punch holes in all the ones. I think they're dry now. I'm just gonna put these on here. Right, I'm gonna let this dry, then I'm gonna show you. I've been meaning to make like a photo card of Hongshu for a while. You can definitely get like a lot of really cute photo card holders from like small businesses and stuff, and I've been meaning to buy some, but I found this one piece one. It was like $5.90, but I found it on Vinted for like I think $2. I think it's really fun. We have Frankie and Usa. It's like two of my all-time favorite One Piece characters, and I really like the egghead outfits. Wow, it doesn't even look good. I've also printed some Honshu pictures. I measured the inside. It's like 7 centimeters. Ooh, that's really practical. I can do it like this. I think all of these were commissions. Actually, this was a gift by a friend. This one I drew. These 3 were commissions, and this one I think I won like an art raffle. I'm gonna put all the artists in here so you know who drew them. I think all of them look good, probably. Right. I like this one because it has like the yellow. It's also in the frame. I like this one because it's freaky. This one's like low-key my favorite drawing of Honshu. Honestly, I think I might go with this one. I think that's really cute. These stickers are like my absolute favorite. You can also never go wrong with some ponies. More ponies. These. Also take a look in here. Do we have good use of these? I might have to put a Pinkie Pie in there, I can't even lie to you. Or a Rarity. I do like Rarity a lot. How about this? Oh, that is kind of cute. I do think I like that. Can't really see a lot, can you? Right there. Ooh, I want to move Pinkie. Can I move Pinkie? I don't think I can. Like so. These stickers are from this artist. I bought like their digital sticker packs, like all of them. I have so many and I use them so much. I'm gonna put one right here. Oh fuck. I'm just gonna do stars for the rest. Pink one up here. I don't think this is gonna be visible. I think that's really cute. I could also, if I really wanted to, these are like my design, a bunch of them. I sell them as blind bags. But I'm thinking I could like swap this thing for one of those. Do you want a green one or a blue one? That's a real question. Is this the vibe? Probably not, but I think it's funny, so now it is the vibe. No, I think I like the green. There's already so much blue. Right, like this. That's so silly. I like that. I mean, I could totally put like, you know, One Piece charm on there. I love that. I think that's so cute. What do you think? What do you think? Two years ago, I thrifted some LPS figures and I turned one into my old Fursona. He's very shiny. Oh, so curious. Yeah. I also bought some more, but then I never painted them, so that's what we're gonna do today. I watched some tutorials on this like 2 years ago, and you're supposed to like separate the head, but that's kind of scary to me and I never did that and I was fine, so you can totally do that if you want to, but I didn't. I bought this kitty cat. You can totally find like a bunch of old Littlest Pet Shop figures on like Vinted or eBay or wherever you thrift your stuff. I did like a base layer of green. I don't know why I did the base layer in green. That was maybe kind of stupid. Oh yeah, I'm making Zoro, my tiger design for Zoro from One Piece. I honestly don't remember why I bought this specific LPS. I think it's kind of cute. I really like the body. I was thinking we can use some foam clay. We could try. I can barely see that. Great, great. I'm gonna let this dry now and then we can actually start painting it. I'm back. I'm just gonna put like a base layer of white in most places, especially where like, you know, there's actually white. I don't know why I painted this green. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. I should have like painted it white from the beginning, but whatever. We have been testing like how well we can paint it. It's not gonna turn out great, but I think I just have to be fine with that because otherwise I'll never finish this. I'm also remembering why I never finished this because I really fucking hate painting miniatures and like it isn't even that small. But yeah, this is really not for me and I'm not enjoying it. Also the like light green I have is way too light because he's like, I don't know, more of a saturated green. But this is the same color I used for the Hongshu paper doll, and I used the same fur for Hongshu and for Zoro's fursuit, so technically they're supposed to be the same color. Very quick One Piece side tangent. If you've seen the live action, I do like the live action a lot, but I think it's kind of sad that they changed the Zoro wanting to cut his feet off scene, because in the anime it's like he's like so serious about that and he gets like so far with it, and I feel like in the live action it wasn't as intense, and I think it's like, I don't know, the whole them being stuck on Mr. Three's cake thing is like such a good bit, and I think it's kind of sad how much they changed it. Like I feel like it wasn't as funny. LPS have like a very distinct eye shape and like how they paint their eyes, so I'm trying to like replicate that while also making this look like my character. I painted his bottom waterline, but I didn't like how it looked, so I'm trying to get it to white again. And now he just looks like he's wearing very edgy makeup. I'm gonna try to give him like his earrings. I just painted an edge of the paper and cut out this like tiny piece. I'm just gonna super glue that onto his ear now. It's really cute actually, I like that. Right, that's it, he's done. Sorry, terrible quality I'm editing right now. I just wanted to let you know real quick that I have art raffle going on my Instagram. I know I said this in like my last video, but it's been 7 months and I'm doing another raffle. So if you would like a chance at some free art and want to follow me on Instagram, go follow me on Instagram. That was unpleasant. So that was all my things I wanted to make for this video. I hope you liked some of it, and if you didn't, don't tell me. Actually, I don't want to hear that. No, I hope you enjoyed this, even if you don't make any of it. I hope you still had like a fun time watching. Like I said, if you make any of it, please show me. I want to see so badly, you don't even know. I'm gonna try really hard not to disappear for like 7 months again, but like no promises, because you never know. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. This was fun. If you have any ideas for like a part 2 of this, and you have any ideas of what else I should make, please tell me. Whoa, bird just flew past my window. Yeah, anyway, I think that's all. Have a nice day. Peace out.